Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Luehr here from Elite Body Shop Solutions. Welcome to Motivation Monday, where Mondays don't suck. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I know I did. I've got a really important message for you today. Asking the question, are you stuck this way forever? Have you ever heard the story about the scorpion and the frog? It's about a scorpion which cannot swim, of course, asks a frog to carry it across the river on the frog's back. The frog hesitates, of course, being afraid of being stung by the scorpion, but the scorpion argues that if it did, they would both drown. So the frog considered the argument sensible and agreed to transport the scorpion. So midway across the river, the scorpion stings the frog anyway, dooming them both to death. The dying frog asks the scorpion why it stung the frog despite knowing the consequence, to which the scorpion replies, "I couldn't help it. It's in my nature." So my question to you is, if you're the way you are because it's your nature, are you stuck this way forever? Is it true that a criminal can ever go straight? Can a woman break that bad cycle of bad relationships one after the other? Or perhaps you've tried to break some habits only to fall back into it. Is that because of your nature? I recently saw a social media post. It was advertising a leadership class to teach you that you might as well learn to do the best with yourself and the people you have, because people don't ever change, right? How much would life suck if we accepted this as our reality? How sad would that be? The truth is, at least according to science and not a bunch of armchair psychologists, that the opposite is actually quite true. Isn't that good news? So even though some people may change their behaviors very slowly, if at all, humans are very unique creatures because we're very adaptable, and we are actually constantly changing all of the time, right? And the opportunity here is for you to change consciously instead of unconsciously. It's called neuroplasticity. It's the brain's neural pathways are constantly changing as you continually create new habits for yourself. So is that your nature? The reality is these are your behaviors and your habits that make us successful or sometimes unhappy in life, right? So if you can change your habits and your mental mapping, think of the amazing things that you can do in your life. You are not stuck, my friends. You may just need to change some of your mental patterns. So if you're not happy with your life or you want to create an even better life, you have the opportunity to create it consciously. See this guy right here? I created this guy, Dave Luehr. I created him, right? I learned how to do it. I decided who I wanted to be. Then I determined, I was determined that the changes that I needed to make to become that person. I learned which new skills I would need to learn, then develop the habits and behaviors required to become this version of Dave Luehr, right? It became no longer acceptable to me to be the person that I was being 10 years ago. I was absolutely determined to make the changes to become a better version of myself. I quit a 20-year smoking habit like that, right? By making a conscious decision that these type of behaviors were no longer acceptable in my life, right? Then I went out and I hired a coach, some people that helped me create new mental patterns so that I could become the person that you see before you today, this version of Dave Luehr, right? And you can do that too. And I'm just getting started, folks. That I can't even imagine what the Dave Luehr 5 years from now might be. You probably will hate me, but I am striving constantly to change those mental patterns to become the person I know that I can be, right? So be careful how y'all talk to yourself. Do you ever catch yourself saying, like, I'm not good at talking to people. It's not in my nature. I'm not an organized person. I wasn't born with the right genes. to be successful. You know, it's not in my nature to be successful and joyous. You know, you have an opportunity to change that today, folks. So all I'm saying is, if this is you, stop it. It's time to quit saying that you were not born with the gifts to be the best you. It's time to take personal responsibility, get out there and start creating the best version of you. You were endowed with a human brain, which is unlike any other animal and certainly way different than scorpions. It gives you the ability to change and become the person you want to be in a moment, right? So this week, go out there, go for it, folks. I hope you enjoyed today's Motivation Monday message. If this resonates with you, if you like it, please share it. Please leave a comment. Whether you're watching me on Facebook Live or whether you're watching us on the YouTube channel, help get this message out there. Thank you so much for joining me today for Motivation Monday, and we will see you next Monday, my friends. Thank you.